Hi, this is Lada from astrolada.com, and these are your October 2018 monthly horoscopes for each of the 12 signs. And as always, I'd like to start with a general feel of the whole month. For all the 12 signs will be the same introduction. Please listen to it because it's important. Everyone will feel this. Well, this month in October, there will be no planets in fire except the North Node, but that's not even a planet, which means that we might be feeling a little bit less energetic, a little bit less enthusiastic and excited, especially the fire signs like Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius might feel a bit more on a downer. But this month is not meant for us to be so exciting. Actually, the universe knows its job because currently we're also going to have in October quite a few planets in Scorpio, which is very deep, intense, emotional. Uh, and especially Venus going retrograde there, which is all about deep emotional reevaluations. And not having fire planets actually can be a good thing because the other planets are in Earth signs and in air signs, so this will give us a bit more grounding during those emotional evaluations that we're doing in October, a little bit more practicality through the earth signs, a little bit more rationality and clarity from the air signs, from the sun in the air sign. Ah, so the most important thing though this month is that Venus is going to be retrograde in the sign of, basically the whole month is in the sign of Scorpio. So there will be some very deep psychological reevaluations of our values, our self-worth, of some of us, our relationships, of our finances, which sign it's on a bit different level, and they'll be very intense. They'll be taken out of because Scorpio is also a sign of the biggest transformations on a deep psychological level. This is not some superficial change that's going to happen in our life. This is going to be for each person on a different area of their life, some very profound transformation that you, and Scorpio is like all or nothing, black or white. So you would have, you with your evaluation ability, which is Venus, you would decide that something is either not worth to have any more in your life, and with the ruthless energy of Scorpio, where Venus is going to be and the helpful aspect, the stressful aspect from Mars, the ruler of Venus in Scorpio, we're going to either cut something out completely from our life, or we're going to decide that that's it. I'm going to recommit much deeper. I'm going to involve myself emotionally, psychologically, financially, emotionally, on a much deeper level, which is the other extreme of Scorpio, to something, to someone, to some vision or whatever in our life, depending where it's happening in your horoscope. So we'll be either cutting off something from our life, or totally embracing it deeply and totally like making it our own, possessing it, owning it, or taking control of it fully. And really, Venus is planet of love, recommitting to it with a deeper love. So there'll be intense transformations, very emotional, and hopefully those planets that are mostly in earth signs that will ground us and make us take more practical decisions, and in air, more reasonable decisions will help this process. But there is also another thing. Jupiter is in the last degrees, in the last 10 degrees of Scorpio this month. So for everyone in different area of their life, there will be some new powerful opportunities coming as well, because Jupiter is in on new 10 degrees. It hasn't been there since 12 years. So it's very interesting because they're both in the same sign. So in the same area of your life, you would be ruthlessly removing something or very deeply reevaluating and recommitting to something through Venus. And at the same time, some new opportunities will be opening for you. You first remove something, and then those new opportunities by the end of the month will start flooding in, or the other way around. Maybe those new opportunities start coming and flooding in from the same area in your life, while you're deciding that you want to remove the dead wood, which is Scorpio is the planet, the sign of death, and Venus is the planet of evaluation, and you would lovingly let go of something and let it die because something new is flooding into your life, some new opportunities, some new visions, some new people or ideas. So that's generally the whole overview for the month. And now let's check out for each sign, and check out your ascendant, sun, or moon sign. The three of them, basically, if you have time, where we talk about Venus retrograde and Jupiter moving forward. So where are the transformations happening for Pisces? Well, it's your belief systems that are being transformed, that you're reevaluating what is worth as belief systems to keep, as ideologies. As ninth house is also the vision for your future. You might be rethinking the vision for your future because new opportunities are appearing. Because Jupiter, the planet, the planet that rules Pisces, one of the traditional rulers, the traditional ruler, is also moving ahead in the last degrees of your ninth house. So new opportunities, new horizons are appearing for you, Pisces, and because of that, you're willing to let go of all such plans that you had for yourself, all such visions that you had for your future that are no longer, maybe they were too idealistic or too unrealistic. And but the new ones that appear, they excite you, and you're willing to, to look into new direction. You're willing to open yourself for um, new luck that comes to you through Jupiter in the ninth house, and the new, actually new. And it's interesting because Venus goes retrograde, you can reconnect with an old teacher or an old mentor of a sort, uh, or you can reconnect with someone from the past, because it's a trine aspect, who acted like as an advisor to you, as someone who brought good luck in your life, someone who brought, you have good karma with somehow, because Venus retrograde, it does not make bad aspects to Pisces, but you're reconnecting with such people that you consider inspirational figures to you. Or maybe you reread some of your inspirational books and rethink some of your old beliefs, but you find something new in them, or you revive some old belief system, but you introduce something new as well, because Jupiter is moving direct. I think overall for Pisces this month can be quite auspicious and quite lucky, because two benefics, Venus and Jupiter, are in your ninth house of luck, of opportunities, the ninth house of higher knowledge. Some of you might be revising higher knowledge from before, and also introducing new higher knowledge. On another level, more mundane level, you might be a revival of some old trip plans for lectures, or revival of some old trip plans for travel. So maybe now you can get an opportunity when Venus is retrograde in your ninth house to move ahead with, even though it's retrograde, you can move ahead. Maybe you wanted to go on some journey for a month or something, or in a faraway country. It can come back on the table as an opportunity again, and you can make it happen. Um, and simultaneously with those old journey plans, new ones will appear as well, because of Jupiter moving direct. And not only travels, but educational opportunities. You might have to revise certain qualifications. Maybe you had a dream to study something and you put that on the hold, and Venus goes retrograde, and you reevaluate it and say, no, I have to go back to that, and I have to study that, or I have to complete those qualifications, and Jupiter will give you the strength to move ahead with that, because it's moving direct in your ninth house. So a good time overall, I would say, uh, even to revise relationships, what Venus is, from a higher perspective and from a higher angle, to get some amazing advice from a teacher, mentor, or just random person or a friend, because ninth house is about advice that helps you get unstuck from some, or helps you see a difficult relationship situation, with a personal business relationship, from a higher perspective. So you have this month the higher view, a bird's view, and it helps you be more philosophical about relationships, about finances as well. Actually, even some old financial opportunity can appear, because ninth house, Venus is money generally, naturally rules money, and ninth house is good luck and good karma. And retrograde means something that you maybe had as an idea but you didn't complete, or maybe it was supposed some financial positive things to happen and it didn't. Now it can start materializing. So yeah, overall quite a good month for you, Pisces. um, I think like good luck directs you now, and it's the last. And if you have any ideas about studying, about expanding your horizons, take them up, even if they were, especially they might be very likely old such ones that you've thought about, that you now pick them up again and move forward ahead with. And yeah, so yeah, also old relationship can come, but they're kind of beneficial for you, or they help you expand your vision or see things from a higher perspective again, and expand horizons in some way, reevaluate your beliefs to towards better new ones. Anyway, thank you so much, and I will see you next month where very important events are happening. Very, very important. This month is like the universe is with you on your side. Next month, the nodes are changing signs. Uh, we're gonna have Venus turning direct. It's a lot of interesting things are gonna be happening. And Jupiter, the planet that rules you, is entering from November your 10th house. So a new era will start in regards to your career over the next 1 year. So thank you, Pisces, and I'll see you soon.